Hi everyone. In this session, I'm going to talk about MongoDB and SQL Server comparison. In this case, we are trying to create a data flow which compares SQL Server data against the MongoDB data. So this is the data flow we have created. So I'm getting into this data flow. So here you can see the diagram wherein this is the SQL Server DB and then this is the MongoDB, and then we are comparing the data using the data compare component. So we are comparing the SQL Server MongoDB data using the data compare component. So um, this is on the first left hand side. You can see different components: SQL Server, MongoDB, and data compare. I'll just further get into this each component and explain you how it works. So this is the SQL Server component. So this is how we query the data against SQL Server. So we can execute the queries, or even you can just drag and drop the table here and it automatically forms the query. So we are trying to execute this SQL Server. Once you run this, you'll be able to see the results here. These are the number of records we have. Around 10 million records we have in this SQL Server, and it took around 3 minutes 37 seconds to read this data. Moving on to the second step, wherein we are trying to read the data from MongoDB. This is the MongoDB which is on premises, and we are actually getting the data from customers 10M table collection, and the database name is testdb. So these are the properties we have given. This data source, the MongoDB connection could be created in the sources section. So here once I execute this particular component, so I get the results like this. This is the sample set of data, and you have 10 million records in this, and it took around 5 minutes 6 seconds to load this data. So next thing is comparing the data, SQL Server and then MongoDB. So in this case, there are 3 steps here. One is about the properties, wherein you select your SQL Server and MongoDB as dataset A and B. So this is where we are trying to compare A and B datasets. In this case, A is SQL Server, B is the MongoDB, and the next step is the mapping step, wherein we map this SQL Server columns against the dataset B, which is the MongoDB. So there is a unique key, customer ID, in both these tables, which we can use, which is used to map this both the tables. So I'm selecting this as the unique key, customer ID. Once I run this component, I'm seeing the differences here. So I have very slight differences here. Let's say in this case we have mismatched records of 90. So you have total dataset records as this much in dataset A, and dataset B you have 10 million records, and then out of this comparison we are seeing different datasets. So there are 6 different datasets coming out of this comparison. So these are like matched records. We can see all the matched records between dataset A and B, and then we have mismatched records. These are the mismatched records. You can also see the differences highlighted, wherein you can see A and B as the values from dataset A and B within the same cell. And the next thing is only in A, that is only in source. The records only in A source will be shown here. The records only in target, and duplicates in A and duplicates in B. These are the different datasets we are getting out of this comparison. If you see the difference here, I mean, these are the differences, mismatched records, as I mentioned. You can see what all differences as a sample here in this section. So these are sample set of records with the differences. So when you see this data comparison, it took around 7 minutes 59 seconds to compare 10 million SQL Server records against MongoDB 10 million records. So this is to let you know the capability of DataOps suite, wherein we can use the clusters. In this case, specifically, we are using AWS EMR cluster, which is of 2 nodes of 8 core, and then we are comparing this 2 datasets. So all the resultant datasets, these all resultant datasets can be written to any of the targets. When I say target, it could be a file or it could be a JDBC data source. We can write these datasets also using the sync components available within the tool. Thanks for joining in. We'll come up with another use case in the next session. Thank you.